From Shenandoah, from Page County, from KMA land, this is KMA News Headlines. Good afternoon, I'm Mike Peterson with the latest from the KMA newsroom on this Wednesday afternoon. At least one KMA land school administrator says social media generated threats are no joke. Earlier this week, Lenox School Superintendent David Hendricks informed parents regarding a social media threat reposted within the school district's boundaries. In the letter, Hendricks said there is no evidence that the images targeted the Lenox School District or any student or staff member. Classes in Lenox went on as scheduled with increased law enforcement presence. On Tuesday, Southwest Valley school officials learned of a potential threat of violence via Snapchat to a student at the high school in Corning. Following an investigation, officials say the Adams County Sheriff's Office deemed the situation safe and classes resumed Tuesday afternoon. David Goot is superintendent of the Stanton and Fremont Mills school districts. Speaking on KMA's Morning Line program, he called the threats unfortunate and says that they disrupt classes both for school districts and for families.
Families sitting at home wondering what's going on, and school districts trying to figure out, what's going on. A lot of times, people outside the school will see these things before we even know what's going on or what's been made at school. So it takes a moment to figure out what's going on, and then obviously an investigation has to take place.
Given the school shooting incidents in the country over the past quarter century, Goot says all threats must be taken seriously. You can hear the full interview with David Goot with the web story at kmaland.com as well as on our Morning Line page. Elsewhere, another hurdle is cleared for construction of Shenandoah's wastewater treatment plant expansion and renovation. By a 4-0 vote at a special short meeting Tuesday evening, the Shenandoah City Council approved a proposal to purchase $33 million in sewer revenue capital loan notes or anticipation project notes for a comprehensive facelift for the city's 61-year-old facility. Shenandoah City Administrator H.A. Lyman told KMA News the move provides interim financing to cover long-term funding from the USDA. Lyman says construction could begin later this month and take at least 2 years. Montgomery County officials still want a separate entity to determine salaries for elected officials. By unanimous vote earlier this week, the Montgomery County Board of Supervisors approved a resolution reinstating the county's compensation board. Comprised of representatives from each department, the comp board recommends salary levels or increases to the supervisors during each fiscal year's budget process. County compensation boards were eliminated under a bill approved by the Iowa legislature and signed by Governor Kim Reynolds this past session, making changes in determining county officials' wages. County officials then have the option of whether to reinstate comp boards or assume their responsibilities. As the 2024-25 school year gets into full swing, work continues in the Harlan School District on a number of facility improvements. Construction crews continue to progress on a new intermediate building along with a long list of renovations of the high school, ranging from classroom improvements to a fresh look for the auditorium. Voters in the school district approved a $22.9 million bond issue in September 22, funding the majority of improvements. KMA on-track weather for this afternoon, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 80s, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight, with a low in the upper 60s. More news at 5:05 and 6:05 this evening and online at kmaland.com. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Mike Peterson, so long, my friend.